Hello students, good morning all of you. Today I Rabindra Mohan Mishra from Sri Jagdamba Sanskrit College Batho am taking the class of Shastri II. Yesterday we have learned explanation from the drama The Merchant of Venice. Today we learn some more from that play. Today's first paragraph is: why should a man whose blood is warm within sit like his grandsire cut in alabaster, asleep when he wakes, and creep into the jaundice by being peevish? These lines are taken from the play The Merchant of Venice. These are written by William Shakespeare. Shakespeare was a great dramatist. He was certainly one of the most successful writers of his time. These lines have been taken from Act First, Scene First of Merchant of Venice. In these lines, Gracino advises Antonio not to be melancholy in nature and to be merry also. He tells him not to sit idle and to engage himself in his interests. Next paragraph. In these above lines, Gracino tells Antonio that he knows such men who have a reputation for wisdom waste entirely on what they do not say. He is compared to his grandsire cut in alabaster. Also, the Elizabethans thought that jaundice was caused by the melancholic influence of mind of her body. So, Gracino says that under melancholic influence of mind of her body, Antonio is likely to be infected by jaundice. Gracino believes that a man like Antonio has no reason to be sad. He is unable to understand why a man like Antonio, in spite of being a man of sanguine personality, sits as still as a carved statue of his grandfather. Here he advises Antonio not to be in his melancholic state. Next paragraph. According to Gracino, Antonio is likely to be affected by jaundice due to his bad temper and sadness. In short, we conclude that these lines show the belief of the Elizabethans that jaundice was caused by jealousy and bad temper. According to Gracino, Antonio would gradually work himself to be in a jaundiced state by being irritable. Now, second paragraph. If they should speak, would almost damn those ears, which hearing them would call their brothers fools. I shall tell thee more of this another time, but fish not with this melancholy bait. For this food Gurjun this opinion. These lines are taken from the drama The Merchant of Venice. These are written by William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was a great dramatist. He was certainly one of the most successful writers of his time. These lines have been taken from Act First, Scene First of the play The Merchant of Venice. In this line, Grecino has just told Antonio that he does not look well and that he is much too serious. Again, he tells him that those who care too much about the world tend to lose the title they have. In the next paragraph, in these above lines, Antonio tells him that his vision of the world is just that it is the world and nothing more. It is a stage on which every man plays a part and his one is a sad role. On this, Gresino suggests that if the world is as Antonio says, then he will play the part of a gesture who will encourage laughter, causing faces to wrinkle. He would rather seek pleasure in wine and harm his lover than burden his heart with sad groans which could kill him. Gracino then asks why a warm-blooded man would sit like an old man as if he is made up of a stone. He mentions the fact that there are many men who hardly ever speak. They develop a certain air about them by being silent. These men adopt a stern look and their faces look like stagnant ponds covered in filth. They attempt to create the impression that they are wise and philosophical men who deserve respect. Their superciliousness demands that others should be quiet and listen when they speak. Even dogs should stop warning. At last, we can say that in these lines, Antonio's mood is not lightened at all after hearing this. Again, it shows that all thing is necessary except nothing more bother about any particular objects. Thanks.